You want some tea?
Yeah, this is good time for it. Start in 2 seconds. Salim, somebody already waiting.
Oh, an insight?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of strong.
Check out. Not too bad. Because if we sit with it, it's fine. The moment you walk away, you can't. It's hard to like keep track of it.
Let's use Sean's headphones. They left this morning?
They said we were gonna leave what, 1?
What's today? Wednesday? Early in the morning, huh?
Hello everybody.
Hello. Elena. But this is off.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Here you go.
That's Sencha.
Yeah, and Tequanian. Mostly Sencha.
Yeah, that's what I used to drink every day religiously.
I've been drinking it, but I need to put in, well, I don't need to, but I will put in another order. Get something different.
But I need more Red Bull energy. I'm when you're too calm, sometimes you need it.
I've been drinking more coffee in the morning.
Check 1, 2. Testing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hola, Maria. John. Yeli. Nice to see everybody. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Test 1, 2. Welcoming everybody. Nice to see you. Yes, this is the master gave us the sweaters. Everyone has one now. I mean, almost.
I didn't get one. Maybe a different
Not yet.
No, not yet. Give me other stuff.
The master is our Buddhist master. Teaches us more of the modern dharma, modern wisdom, but unless you're more drawn to the Buddhist teachings, then he'll teach you more. He's gonna give you what you need, not what you want. Because sometimes you want Buddhist teaching, but you just need to know how to love yourself. Basically. What you sipping on, Em?
Got some Japanese sencha with a little bit of Tequanian. That green tea. Good detox. I needed some energy. Took me a little bit longer to get home today. And sitting in traffic, it can just make you tired.
How long were you in traffic for?
45 minutes. So not as bad. I think more people are on vacation right now, but the location's different. It's a different type of traffic.
Oh, you're in a new location now.
No, I'm still in River Oaks, but it's just a different energy on the road rather than, what I'm used to with the suburbs.
There's definitely more people who are on the road that are not normally on the road. And they're driving slow.
Yeah.
Slow. And that's fine.
Or they don't know where they're going and
Yeah.
then take an exit last minute and have to get in front of you.
Well, it's kind of intimidating. It's darker and
Yeah.
welcoming Kiana. I think I need a little light on me. Completely.
I'll turn those on.
I'm gonna just turn
Okay.
this one.
Yeah, he does it by himself.
Huh?
I'll do it by myself.
Yeah. So of course, you know, last week a little sad. Sister Militia passed away from our group, welcoming Mr. Pont, and then Sister Cat also came to the I posted, rest in peace, and then a lot of people kind of followed through with the, wishing her to be, go peacefully. Mm-hmm. And I think this is why the season of Christmas is needed, because naturally during the winter time of life is darker. There's more depression, more alcohol, more wildness. The end of the year, so there's a lot of expectations. You want to go out with a bang. You want to go out and party, and sometimes you get humbled. Like my sister and her husband got COVID right before they went on a trip.
What, recently?
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh my God.
So we gave them some herbs. My parents gave them some herbs, and
Are they okay?
it's a lot less, the variant or whatever is not as crazy. Mm-hmm. So it just, like it's becoming a common cold, just like the flu.
Right.
But yeah,
They can't go on their trip anymore.
I think they're still going.
You think so?
Well, imagine this. What they helped me realize is that the amount of people who are going to continue to travel, even if they have it, because it's almost like the lack of responsibility. Yes, as much as I wish they just stay home, it's almost they plan it, because they plan it, right? But this thing would just say, it's fine. I don't want to cause harm. So that's humanity, right? They doing the wrong thing, expecting the right result. Golly, that is quite stunning. Welcoming Rash, nice to see you. I forgot what herbs it is, but my parents are into herbal medicine, and they gave it to every time I have a cold. They give me this herbs that you can buy on Amazon actually, and if you just like load up the amount of these herbs, you heal. But it's more like only Asian people, This is like low key stuff. Don't tell the CDC, And how about you? How's the energy around your workplace that you have seen this week?
A lot of people are rushing to get things done recently. A lot of people talking about others, like just not being very nice. It's just like not having compassion for others, and it's just I'm staying in my own lane and focusing on myself right now and not getting involved with it.
Yeah.
But it's shocking to hear what, people that you thought you trusted will do.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad, but in reality, it's just having compassion for those people too, That knowing, I guess what they're saying is not like directed towards you. It's just kind of how they're feeling inside in a way, and just having compassion of that is something that I've been dealing with it, but it's kind of all over right now, not just with me.
There has been such a low amount of integrity in humanity in the past years, because I believe people are just working so much to buy stuff. Because imagine if you didn't have to work so much and you had more free time to enjoy life. People forget to enjoy life because we're so bombarded with marketing to travel here and buy this and holidays here and drink this, watch that. But we're not even enjoying our life, and it, as a result, humanity is a little lost because the people with integrity also aren't speaking up because they don't want to piss their neighbor off.
Yeah.
And so it's now the people who are left with integrity, who's willing to stand up, those are the real warriors. So shout out to those of y'all who are willing to stand up for the truth that you believe in, that you truly believe will help humanity. That's why we're on Insight Timer. That's why we do the meditations that we do. And that's why we continue to practice things that make us feel grounded, loving, and peaceful. Because when we go out into the world, I get it. Everyone's just in their head. And not many people remember mindfulness. Not many people remember to take a deep breath.
Throughout the day.
They forget to count their blessings on a day-to-day basis because they're wondering, Amazon is Black Friday coming. Christmas gifts. I don't have enough gift now. I have to get a credit card to buy gifts that I can't afford. Oh, I maxed out that credit card. Now I have to get the pay after. Oh, well, I can do a bunch of pay later.
But you kind of get addicted sometimes to buy and that mentality.
People think that the value of life, it comes from these limited things that people want but not need.
Yeah.
It's like wanting to buy your loved one a diamond ring, but they just need you to be there. But because we've been brainwashed to bring the diamond ring to the people we love, we forget the quality of love when we're together. We're not going that deep. And it's sad for me because, it's sad for me personally because I know the solution is to be the change. I have to enjoy my life. But sometimes people's merit, like their blessing, they're blind to it. Like your family might not even understand. Why are you playing like rainbow bowls? Why are you live streaming on all these platforms, right? Or why can't they just start playing the damn crystal bowls already? Why do they have to talk? What do you have to say about that?
Well, we can sit and meditate all day, and a meditation and listening to the singing bowls, it does bring a sense of peacefulness and mindfulness. But if we're not actually talking about real world problems and the action that we're able to take, then no change is actually going to happen. We're just going to keep on like sitting quiet and being peaceful with ourselves. But yes, with our energy that we carry, we're able to bring that peace into the world, but we're not bringing that big change that's needed.
Yes.
And sometimes it takes like saying those harder things in a not so easy situation, like whenever I'm at work and sometimes I have to speak up. It's not very comfortable to speak up about certain things, but whenever your heart calls to it, like you have to,
My practice in my life, welcoming everybody, by the way. This is Sister Emily. I'm Brother Tanet. We will begin soon. It's just, we have to address the big elephant that it's supposed to be like, it's seemingly a festive season, but there's sadness. There's sadness and there is depression out there too. There is people in financial turmoil. There's people who are heartbroken and addicted to watching adult content. Our children are also addicted to adult content and drugs, and people are just we're looking for connection, and we're just doing it through comment sections, right? Where we're not, like right now, people are commenting, but they feel connected. There's people who comment on YouTube talking crap at each other because that's that community, right? But
it's just not healthy.
It's not healthy because some people, that's all they do all day. Just comment and toxic, but they don't learn how to also
Work on themselves.
Express hope and develop themselves. Because you will express joy when you have it. But when you don't know better, it's fine to be angry, but what are you going to do about it?
Yeah. Are you going to keep on being angry all the time or actually do something?
I could be, in the beginning, I was very irritated by the spiritual community because I saw so many people meditating a ton, but they were not finding harmony in their life. It's like being spiritual, but broke as hell. It's like being so spiritual that you don't forgive your mother. You're dressing spiritual, you're buying all the malas, you're getting all the crystal bowls, but you're unaware that you need somebody to validate you because you don't know how to validate yourself. And that's why I just keep my group small, what I can deal with, what we can do. I deal with the open-minded people because when you have a large group of open-minded people, it's like a ball of light that like makes the world a better place. If you have a bunch of closed-minded people getting together, it's convenient to spew out words but have no action, and it's like dead energy.
There's not much emotion to it whenever like closed-minded people get together, and there's just not like, it's not heartfelt. No, it's lacking emotion.
Yes, exactly. And that's like some politician, right? Sometimes when they're speaking a bunch of these words because they're speaking like a politician, but you don't feel anything. It could be your boss, right? Your boss could be a good boss but a terrible leader.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your coworker can be a great friend but a terrible person. They're only good to you but they're terrible to other people. I cannot do that.
But I kind of have to look at how people are acting towards others, you know, because if they're doing that to other people, then just being mindful about.
And again, we all have our challenges, our baggages. We sometimes have less patience. Sometimes we have more patience. It's just about doing the best that you can and like really having awareness about your energy and your life.
Yeah.
If you're unaware of your energy and it's all over the place, sometimes you think they judge you, but your energy also push people away. But many people, instead of realizing they're the problem, we're just going to point the finger that how come nobody's coming to the chat? How come people aren't commenting? It must be them, right? How come they didn't hire me? Then they hire the other person. Oh, it's because she's a white girl and I'm Asian. That's why I didn't get the job. So we make up all these crazy reasons to be a victim of something.
That victim mentality.
Because you could be a victim of freaking complete. Why did God like make me poor? Why was I born a boy this lifetime? And the girl's like, why was I born a girl? And like, at least you have your damn life.
Yeah, being grateful, having gratitude.
So today, I think let's marinate in some gratitude. We have to remember to not take life for granted. This year is 2023 and we're about to go to 2024. And the world is becoming more chaotic because we are just sitting on our butt sometimes, not paying attention to our neighbor. Sometimes all our neighbor need is a little eye contact and a little smile. The world becomes a better place. But sometimes we're so used to just
looking at our phone and
looking down because we feel insecure to not even make an effort to see human beings in front of you. Even the homeless, if you don't have money for them, just look at them, validate them with your eyes, right? You don't have to give them anything, but give them a smile. Even people who are mean, at the end of the day, find a reason to love because that's what the world needs, more love. We live, make sure. Okay. So, what's on your heart out there? Maybe you can warm them up a little bit. And then I'll do maybe a little guided breathing. And then we'll go into our full. Less compassion is in this world. Gotta try harder to connect. So right now, if you have something on your heart, welcoming Stannis, Mr. Punch, we live, okay? John, nice to see you. If you have something on your heart, good, bad, whatever it is that you feel you want to release, this is the time to put it on the table. Brother Sean is not here because he's going to visit family out of town. And so, you know, we got to cover. We got dogs here, so it's fine. Welcoming Charmaine, Jen, Claude, nice to see you. Rash, DC, Kiana. Bienvenidos a todos. Lori is here. So, well, if you have something, this is your time to put it on the table. If you feel like it. If you want to go deep with us, find a meditative position. You're welcome to practice yoga. Practice what you know. If you are a painter, this is a good time to paint if you feel like it. If you're playing a video game and listening to this, slow down in the gaming or get off the gaming if you wish. If you're driving, don't go too deep. Pay attention to the bumper. Okay. Tea is nice. This is a good time to light the incense. You can even take out a towel and sit on a towel, your cushion. We're just going to have a Merry Christmas. And so find your position. Let's read some. I know Sister Elena's cousin. Let's see here. Rash says, feeling lost. I feel the guidance. Still feeling lost. You're finding your way, so being here helps. So thank you for being here. Let's see here what's going on. Yeli says, cousin passed away today. Needs some prayers sent. And that's what we'll be doing today. Mm-hmm. Sorry to hear about your cousin.
Yeah, sending prayers to you and your family.
Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Find your seating position. The 7-point is legs are crossed, back is straight, head is tilted. Hands in the same place, tongue touching the roof of the mouth gently, eyes partially closed, following our breath, breathing in, slowly out. Just do that a couple times. If your mind starts wandering, if you're sad, watch your mind have sadness. Watch your body react. Allow the Dharma eye to observe, God's eye to observe. this holy experience called your life, as you enjoy the blessing of your life, breathing in and out. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Breathing out, be aware that you're actually breathing out. If you need positive energy or faith, you can visualize breathing in positive white light, golden light, angelic light into your body, releasing the toxic thoughts, doubts, fears, and worries. And just visualize exhausting, exhaling the fear. Before we can bless people, we have to feel the blessing called this moment, called your life, called our lives here together. Before we share to other cups, we have to fill our own cup first. So during the process of marinating in joy, once we get to a certain peace and joy, then we get to send some love and peace to Sister Militia, to Sister Kata's cousin, to brothers and sisters here who may be feeling lost, Brother Rash, and to ourselves if we need the support. And you just have to be clear. If you need help, you have to be open to help. Sometimes we need help, but we're blocking the angels. We're blocking God. Because why? Our ego says, no, give it to somebody else who needs it, even though that person is us. So be open to the light and let go of the dark. But there would be no light without the dark.
Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Be in the present moment. Enjoy your life now. You can feel love within yourself. I allow myself to feel love. Welcoming Carmen. in the present moment. Recognize the air going in through your nose, into your body, your lungs. And when you exhale, feel the air exiting your nostrils gently. This is your blessing. Recognize your blessings. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. I give myself permission to relax. I give myself permission to feel love. I am enough. We send positive energy to Sister Militia, Yelena's cousin. We send positive energy because we ground our energy and connect to the moment, the source. We ground together in the moment on the digital platform, but we're all organically here on planet Earth, on Insight Timer, on Twitch, on YouTube. We allow the golden light from the heavens, positive golden light, to purify ourselves, our thoughts, our fears and worries. We send this golden light through a string of karmic thread to our family, our ancestors. We feel our karmas are intertwined with positive golden light energy. We send these energies to the whole world wherever it's needed, but remembering that the source of the light is within. In honor of our ancestors and all the loved ones, grandmas, and all the people, all the beings. Shout out to Jesus also.
And Buddha.
Buddha. Welcoming everybody, Carolina, Robin, Lua, Killa, Rebecca, everybody. Wow.
I memorized this song.
Wow.
I did it.
Holy moly. Welcome, Willie.
Om
mani padme hum. 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 Tiada Beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samudgate Soham Tiyata Beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samudgate Soham Tiyada Beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samudgate Soham Tiyada Beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samudgate Soham Tiyada Beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samudgate Soham Tiyata Beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samudgate Soham Tiyada beganze Tiyada beganze, beganze Tiyada beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samudgate Soham Tiyada beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Tiyada beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samudgate Soham Tiyada beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samudgate Soham Tiyada beganze, beganze, beganze Tiyada beganze, beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samudgate Soham Tiyada beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samudgate Soham Tiyada beganze, beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samudgate Soham Tiyada beganze, beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samudgate Soham the spirit of Christmas, we marinate in the joy of the Christ consciousness in the holiday spirits of all the religions, Hanukkah and other holidays people may be celebrating in love and unity and groundedness, knowing that it's kind of crazy out there at the mall right now. It's kind of crazy out there on the road right now. But inside our body, we sit guarding our consciousness in peace and joy, knowing that the chaos doesn't have to happen within. We celebrate today. We're grateful for our ancestors, remembering all the struggles of wherever they came from. Maybe they could not celebrate Christmas in peace. Maybe they were looking at how to feed their family in the wintertime, how to deal with the loneliness in the wintertime when there is no phone, when there's just a fire and snow. Is there enough food for us to go on? We send love and bring an awareness of thanksgiving to our ancestors who celebrate life, knowing that it's hard. We're so grateful for you guys and girls out there to be in a peaceful state of mind. To make this world a peaceful place, we choose to celebrate peace through sound, healing, and meditation, through the assistance of the crystal singing bowls and the practitioners here. We choose peace on the internet, knowing that the internet ain't that peaceful most of the time. But we don't have to join those parties. We join the singing bowl parties. We join the chill and peace and relaxation, the gratitude party. The gift is our lives. Sometimes you forget. Today we take a deep breath and recognize that this will come to an end. And we hear some sad news this week about brothers and sisters passing away. Some of us are lost. In the spirit of the joy of Christmas, we have to not BS ourselves that some people, we just sad. And that's okay. And that's why we're here together. Because some people who are sad are not here on Insight Timer. They're not here on Twitch. They're not here on Facebook. But we're here to remind people, if you're sad, keep going. If you're lonely, keep going. If you're low on money, keep going. Because our ancestors, we keep going. We inspire each other to keep going. At the end of the day, some people may lose faith, but they may find it one day, because all is one. Hola. How was that, Sister Emily?
It's good. I needed it.
Many people need it, so thank you for coming here. How are we feeling out there on the digital world? Sister Cat, love you tonight, just pop in. Somebody asked when you will be live streaming again, which is tomorrow, maybe?
No,
You didn't schedule it.
I've been really bad at scheduling lately, but I'm going to try for Friday, and if not Friday, if it doesn't get approved, then Saturday night. But next week I'll be streaming more. I think I'm going to stream like maybe once or twice during the day and then a few times at night, because I'm going to be off of work. And yeah. I'll be streaming more. So stay tuned. And
Yes, Emily Richardson, the sound healer from H-Town, Mystic Village represent. Merry Christmas.
It's so extra.
Rash says, I cried so much, I needed that.
I feel so light.
IG. Feel so light. John says, thanks, I needed that too. Thank you for being responsible to get on this dang meditation app when most people are just busy not on it. Because
on TikTok and Instagram and
Well,
Facebook.
and just watching a bunch of movies and not even going outside.
Just staying indoors in the heat or the AC.
How we feeling out there? Come on. We're gonna have a conversation. Okay. That we love you, sending love, says Rash. I've been on a spiritual leadership journey for a long time. And winter time is when I had my night of the dark soul. I just was doing a ton of drugs at this time of the year, maybe like 11 or 10 years ago in my life. I was just going to the trap house and popping ecstasy pills. And I did not come home every other day because I was just doing drugs and I was in hell. Okay.
I just couldn't see you.
Yeah, I was. So if you are sad and lost and addicted to anything, keep going, people. I never thought I would end up on spiritual leadership. Like, who would think, like, I never thought this was for me at all. I just thought, man, just give me a girlfriend, give me money. That's all I wanted. But that's not the will of the universe, the will of God. I didn't even believe in God at that time because all I knew was the Christian God. I'm like, I'm not sure about that. But now I have learned so many religions and understand it's everything. But some people choose to make it one thing. But my God is in everything. And so through near-death experiences from drug overdose, I just don't, when you don't know how to give up on life, you'll find your way, people. She's done a lot of crazy drugs. I've done lots of crazy drugs, a lot of, promiscuousness. I was definitely looking for a lot of, that kind of connection because why? I wanted to be wanted. I did not like myself very much. And so let's see what y'all got going on over here. Julie says, Insight Timer has helped save my life. Hey, shout out to Insight Timer. If y'all want to put us on the front page, not just kidding. We're not authors and all that yet, right? That's why I see the feature. You got to have some author. So thank you for you guys being here. Cause what matters to me is you opening your heart. That's my work. In the past, man, should I be an author like Oprah Winfrey, or should I be like I guess I don't even Michael Beckwith, write books, but then God's like, no, you're gonna be a healer. No, you're gonna be a visionary, and then you're gonna be a healer. And I'm like, how? And then you're not supposed to know how. If you knew how, you would already done it. Not knowing is climbing the mountain with faith.
I think not knowing is like a part of the journey. It's like if you knew, you wouldn't be as grateful for the experience in the long run. But sometimes the experience and the journey are really hard climbing up the mountain. So it's like about staying positive during that climb to get to the top of the mountain.
Who would want to sign up for a near-death experience or like, okay, you're going to be doing a lot of drug and be an idiot?
Mm-hmm. And we think it's really fun at the time whenever we're doing that. But looking back on that life now, it was just like it was darkness.
I'm grateful I got to see it because my life now, I have like the darkness in my life is so little that when it comes, I know to stay away or to help.
Yeah.
I know I can detect it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was like in a trap house. I saw them like testing cocaine. I see them like boxes of cannabis and just girls, I see girls using their body to trade for drugs.
Yeah.
And I get But at that time, I was just an observer because I was the innocent one who was being abused by, by
They go
the
after
dealer,
the
drug,
innocent.
the drug dealers just want money from you, and if they can milk you in the trap house, you just give them money, you do drugs there, and
And they get what they want, and then.
and then but
But
if-
a lot of people aren't able to get out of that lifestyle too. A lot of people don't choose to leave that lifestyle. They just continue down the path of it, which is a sad thing.
Yeah, I've been blessed that I didn't get caught up and died because I had many opportunity to die because I was around a lot of Asian gangsters and just the street. I was always driving 90 to 100 all the time.
Because you were in those like souped up, like what was it? A
Yeah,
Nissan or something?
no, it was just a Honda Civic
Honda
SI,
Civic.
and I was racing it. I was driving. I was picking people up to the clubs and just flooring it. And I was very good at avoiding cops. But for me to avoid cops, my mind would be so chaotic because I would have to look at every corner of the street to see if there's a reflection of a cop, which allowed me to drive fast, but at the expense of my peace.
Yeah.
Which, who cares about peace? I was right at that time. So, I feel guilty even passing 80 now. I was like, ooh, I'm passing 80. Let's see what we got in the comment section here. John says, I was feeling sad, angry, and frustrated. It's been, oh, look.
Aw,
the
now
energy
that
is
the
clear.
energy is clear every time.
The animal has a,
cat. He's here for it all.
Okay. Golly. You're so picky. Okay. It's been a bad few days. I feel a bit more at ease now. The truth is, people, if I don't have to do Uber, I would be live streaming, because it's not profitable. But this is God. This is, look at the feelings we get in here, right? Because you didn't pay nothing to be here. No, we don't pay anything. But we all show up on our free will and with an open mind and heart.
Oh, good. You're a big kitty.
Well, it's just more pure that way and without conditions, because whenever you start involving money with it, it becomes conditional sometimes.
I learned that the hard. Don't be jealous. You have her. You've been with her the whole time.
He's like, yeah, that's the point.
You have her the whole time. Golly. Okay, you wanna come? You wanna come here?
Hi.
Huh? You wanna come? Okay. Let's see here. I feel a bit at ease now. So what make me kind of angry I wouldn't say angry, irritated by the new age and spiritual community, it's all money. Sound bath, 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. Everything 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. But when we make it more accessible, we can open our chakras by helping people with unconditional love. When we have to have an energy exchange, it's called conditional love. And that's so hard to teach people because we are so attached to getting more money, but we forget to serve purpose. People who are there's angels and then there's archangels. There's people, it's like the angels, it's like people who give, but there's some condition. But the archangel, they give all.
Yeah.
They're well, and so that's how you open the chakras. But of course, you have to have balance. You're not here to just, not have a dang job at all.
You have to have money. You
Which
have to have
is what
something.
I definitely did for 2 years. I just decided, okay, I'm gonna work for God full time because as I help people, people were investing in me without me asking, and that's what led me towards being more spiritual leader because I recognize this lifetime I'm not gonna live with regret. I was willing, and I was so broke. I was eating canned bean and bagged spinach because I'm like, okay, God, I'm gonna eat canned beans and a bag of spinach. Figure out what you need me to do, because I'm not gonna. I don't. If I eat too expensive, then I don't have time to look for my purpose. Gee, okay, let's read. Okay, welcoming cat. Ellie says, same for me, John. I got mugged last Friday, and he took everything, my bank cards, my identification, my phone, and my keys. Damn. And somehow that same night, I caught COVID.
Wow. I'm glad you're alive.
Well, it's like the universe teaches you, what really matters.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's such a it's not an easy lesson. It's like I practiced the tumo breathing and I passed out and hit my chin. I was hyperventilating and not actually doing the tumo because I was just beginning. So I was doing it and I passed out in my kitchen standing up doing it, hit my shin, and I have a cut here. I woke up angry at God, at the master, or whatever. But I was just angry for like just a 10-second because my body was just in shock. Because I woke up on the ground, unconscious. And then I started, at least I'm still alive. I'm a hardcore mother effer. Shoot, I'm like, I recognize that this is my badge of practice. Right? Getting robbed is a badge. Okay, are you still gonna be the change you wish to see in the world, or are we gonna live in fear? Right? Am I gonna be still angry at the drug dealer? Am I gonna still be angry at myself for being an idiot in the past? But we have to have faith, right? We have to have faith. Or just lose faith, and that's when the gates of hell open. So let's see here. So I'm glad, Ellie, you are able to be here, and I hope that the sound today help you ground your energy, because my sister, when my sister also got robbed in the past, and so that teaches. It makes me like I was around gangsters a lot, so I'm always watching my back. So when I'm on the streets, I'm always reading people, because like I grew up around thieves. I know how thieves look like. I know how hustlers look like. I know how. So that's my blessing. Right?
But I mean, sometimes they come out of nowhere. The same thing happened to me on Washington Street years ago, like whenever the clubs were there and it was like really hype. And I lost my friend. She went to a different club. I was ready to go home. This guy offered me a ride home. I got in the car with him. And I thought he was driving to my house, but it didn't look like the right area. So he keeps on driving down 59. We end up in Greens Point area in Guns Point. They call it Guns Point in Houston. And he stops in a parking lot. He had a gun. I found out, I saw these tattoos on him. I was like, oh, this isn't good. He stole my bag, my purse, my cell phone, everything, and basically like pushed me out of the car in the parking lot.
Dang.
Had my social security card in there, all this crazy stuff. Luckily, this little tattoo parlor, I saw the lights on, so I like banged on the door. It was like 4 a.m. Banged on the door. I was, party stage. And they were in there and they invited me in. It was like a couple of girls and guys, and, they took me home and had to go to the hospital the next day and all this crazy shit. But I was alive and I learned from that experience, So, I mean, we learned from those lessons, and I learned to get LifeLock after that because they stole my social security card. I had all these fraudulent accounts like under my name for years after, and it took forever to get it off. And I mean,
wow.
We can trust people, but always watch your back for sure. And I carried a taser with me after that, but I'm past that now.
Yeah. I can't. One of the tools that I use to protect myself is awareness. The sharpness in your eyes protects you, because there's people who will mug you, and they give tips like, what kind of victims do you look for? People who are not aware.
Absolutely. And I was not aware that night. I was on alcohol and all kinds of stuff. But also whenever we're sober, being aware throughout the day, like where we're walking and who's around us, like, because so many times, especially during the holiday season, we'll be on our phones or, not paying attention to our surroundings as well, because so much crime happens, especially during the holidays.
Another reason why I'm happy to be sober, says Kata.
Same.
Yes, awareness is something I've always had in my life. Yeah. You got to. Luckily, I didn't have much for them to rob anyways, but it's just like you don't want to, it's still traumatic to be robbed. It's not like you don't want to invite it,
Oh, absolutely.
you know? So the more you're aware, the better. And sometimes it's just meant to happen. That's your karma.
Yeah.
So that's why, and the way to clear your karma, people, is serve God. Help people, inspire people. When you see the homeless people, smile. Give $1, give a cracker, right? If you see somebody in need of help, if you can help them. If not, pray for them. But we cannot just sit on our blessing ungrateful because if you don't continue to fill your spiritual bank account, it's going to you're going to lose it.
Yeah.
It's like the light. You have to keep. That's why the more you help people, the more your light becomes brighter. So if you live a life where you just help people, the angels, your aura, your awareness, it protects you so much. It's kind of hard to explain. I mean, that's just straightforward.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't, it's up to y'all if you want to practice. And let's see here. Patsy says, beautiful music. Thank you. Feel very peaceful and better. Yeah, we're also on Insight Timer. We're on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. There's 33 people on the other platform. There's 148 here on Insight Timer. Because you know why? Insight Timer's popping. Okay, let's go down.
They meditate.
Yeah, this is like what people want. And it's just, again, love your damn self, yeah. Let's see. John says, damn, Ellie, I'm so sorry to hear that. I've experienced that situation before, so I know how that feels. Kayla says, I appreciate the honesty and truth about your journey. A lot of people nowadays hide that part and make their life appear great for the gram. I used to be shameful about it. I've hid it from my parents for like 6 years after it happened, but I realized God blessed you with suffering. But when you overcome it, you get to use that story to help other people. Me overcoming drug abuse, I get to help people quit meth, quit cocaine, quit weed, quit vaping. I've helped so many people quit substance because I've done it myself. And I'm so grateful for it because while it's happening, it's the worst thing ever. But God's plan,
Yeah. But I mean, whenever you're going through it too, to have somebody else open up about their experience, like you realize you're not the only one that has gone through it. And it also like inspires others. Like if we can get out of it, so can they. Because I never would have thought I would have gotten off of drugs, alcohol, going to the club scene, everything, right? Like I never thought, because I thought I enjoyed it at the time.
It's an ignorant life.
Absolutely.
And it's called societal programming. And sometimes stuff that people do in society, it's like the guys talk about hitting up the girls and tapping that booty, and the girls talk about the same thing but that's not even healthy, but we don't know better because it's called ignorance. When you don't know, you don't know.
Right.
But when you do awaken, what people thought I was crazy in the beginning.
But when you go through enough suffering during that time as well, because you start looking at your life, you're like, wait, I don't like how I feel whenever I wake up. I don't like the outcomes that are coming from, everything that I'm doing, and like cause and effect.
It takes so long to even realize you don't like your life and you can change.
Yeah, absolutely.
So maybe you recognize your life sucks, but then to realize you can, if you don't like it, you can change. Yeah. It's so
stunning.
To those of you who don't like your life, you can change. You can do it.
You can do it.
Because I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but my heart is big and my heart has gotten me so far, people. And some of y'all have the heart and the mind, okay? So you have a different blessing. We're all unique. We're all tools of the universe. Some people are meant to be an engineer. Some people are meant to be a nurse. Some people are meant to be a leader wherever they're at. But realize whatever you have is a blessing. Good or bad, it's there to teach you something, some way to like help you grow. If you're too comfortable, these are people who are too comfortable are people who I stay away from
Yeah.
because they got this like but I used to be like that. Too comfortable, and I love the word I don't know. I don't know. Okay, what do you want to do? Like, well, what do you want to do like as a job? I don't know.
You have to have a plan because you're not going to get anywhere not knowing.
How do you feel? I don't know. It's because the thing is we don't know because we're not trying to
Paying
know.
attention.
Yeah, we're not even paying attention to know because we don't know what to pay attention because we're just looking at how bad everything is.
And you're kind of stuck in that.
It's a loop of just
Yeah.
so I was so sick and tired of being miserable,
Same.
which took me so long, but it's like I'm so glad I'm past that and I don't even miss it. Like
Yeah.
leave that baggage over there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ellie says, thanks everyone. It's been tough, but yes, everything gets put into perspective when you realize how privileged you are, really. John says, I was mugged by 3 men when I was a teenager. I lived in fear for a while. Broken nose and I was slashed with a knife, all for 30 pounds in my wallet. I was lucky to get away. Hey,
You made it.
if you're here right now, you're meant to be here and you have a purpose.
There's a reason why we're all here.
Yeah, everyone here has a purpose. I didn't know, like, I didn't believe in a purpose. I didn't believe in like all this, all this inspiration and passion. But all I did was keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going, people.
Not giving up.
And if you like, just keep coming on to like Insight Timer and keep exploring on how to improve your life and be around people who don't drain you.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing. Be around people who actually bring you some joy. And some of your closest friends are the worst people. They need to smoke. They need to drink.
They have to drink to even
There's
be
gotta
around you.
There's gotta be video games, and then
Or the bars or the clubs.
and if you don't have friends, you need to get out of your comfort zone and be around possible friends instead of just have digital gaming friends and then you hang out on adult websites and only all that stuff.
It's so different to have like actual like in-person human interaction.
But
as
this
well.
is the modern day issue is that the internet is a new thing that's exponentially so rapid in information and there's way to profit from. It's like the Matrix.
Yeah.
They're profiting from you just being addicted. So this is old news, but yeah, we gotta repeat it. Okay. Broken fingers, too horrible experience, but made me stronger and more aware of dangers over time. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Ellie says, man, my experience was similar in that this guy was pretending to be nice and walk me home.
Oh wow, it's like my story.
And he led me to an isolated street. And yes, I had been drinking that night.
Wow.
You live in Houston?
Are we twins or something?
Are you in Texas,
That
by the
happened
way?
to me, I think,
Shoot.
like 10 years ago or something. Yeah, I feel you, sister.
I hope that dude's in jail.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Let's see here.
But I mean, karma's a real thing,
Yeah.
We'll learn.
Let's see here. The reason we're so comfortable with sharing is because that's how we serve God. Imagine how everybody has a story, and in the beginning we have so much shame around it because why? We're expected to be the perfect little boy and girl.
No, but everybody's going through something right now.
And this is why so many people are so cuckoo in their head because they're pretending to be happy. They outside they do so much more. But
That just sounds exhausting though, like just to pretend all the time. Like that just takes a lot of effort to not be yourself and not be authentic about
and so
what it
that's
is that
why
you're going
many
through.
people cope with drugs. Over the counter. It could be vaping, it could be any type, but the worst thing I've been studying, obesity.
Overeating.
1 in 4 Americans are overweight are obese, and 1 in 3 are overweight.
I believe it. Yeah.
And it's because it's a legal thing And
And it's so normal to like go and meet people at restaurants, but I mean, we both worked in restaurants, so we know like the ingredients that they're cooking with, tons of butter, like it's just that
It's-
unhealthy. It's unhealthy.
it's the chemicals they put in. There's no regulation.
Right.
Like in France, they don't allow a certain amount of sugar in their
The high
their food.
fructose corn syrup and
They ban that.
all the chemicals, yeah.
But in India, there's no regulation. So
In India?
in India
I
there's
would
no
think there would be.
there's no regulation. So you have, and because now people are beginning to have more money, but the inner city children are obese. And so in the Latin culture, their sodas have, it even says on the bottle, exceso calories, exceso
Because of
azúcares.
the amount of sugar in it.
Yeah, because it's the regulation is different, and that's their battle, right? So I can only choose, like we can only do what we can.
But a lot of people cope through like using substances or they cope from eating, you know, like that's just the way that they deal with their emotions or trauma, you know.
Well, the food is made to be addictive, crunchy, salty, dipped in high fructose corn syrup and time. Because we don't have time, and sometimes just going to McDonald's may be more convenient. It's just if you go too much and you and if you get out of control, it's hard to change that habit because the mind is already looking forward to another hit of fructose corn syrup, and so stress. When the more stressed you are, the more you're gonna reward
You're gonna
yourself.
stress eat.
And it's
reward
and
yourself.
the worst part is that you don't have to leave your house for anything. Now. It can come to your door.
Uber Eats,
Uber Eats, Amazon,
DoorDash.
and then you can watch a whole movie on Netflix. And the only time you leave might be going to your work, and you can. It's kind of crazy how much comfort we have that we're unaware that our life we're becoming a slave to our pleasures. We're not even happy. We have more money.
It's like
but,
we're just getting by.
but there's no purpose.
Yeah.
Our purpose is just to work and buy stuff and survive. But we forget there's like a higher calling. It's really inconvenient to. I mean, it took me a while to. I mean, it took you a while to like, you know, to find what is your purpose.
Absolutely.
Because you've been consistent. But before that, I'm not even sure if you could even conceptualize coming that often.
No. Like I was looking for something. I was searching, and I knew I was searching for something.
Which is being part of the Mystic Village took, because there's like hundreds and probably thousands at this point of people coming to the meditation, but people aren't that committed
Right.
to this level.
Yeah.
Some people are committed, but they can't go all the way because
Other commitments.
and this is why people are having drum circle just once a month.
Yeah.
They're having a sound bath free once a month. People need you on a week-to-week basis because things happen at work on a weekly basis.
With work, with family, with yourself, like
Yes.
you have to do some self-care. And that's what it was for me in the beginning, going consistently and twice a weekend, Saturday and Sunday. If you want to expect change to happen within yourself, then you have to do the work and you have to stay consistent with it. If you just like treat it as a drive-by, then that's how you're treating yourself, as a drive-by.
And now that you're deeper in the spiritual practice, leadership, and work, it's every day.
It's every moment.
It's every moment.
Even whenever I go to work, I don't go to work to make money. I go to work to serve my purpose. And I bring that purpose to work wherever I go. And
Because
sometimes
if-
it's hard, but
yeah,
I have to
exactly.
check myself. You have to check yourself
Because
throughout
it's
the day.
difficult to like serve God, but somebody's pissing you off. But
Yeah.
you still have to have compassion. And that
Absolutely.
is the thing that we're talking about, that people lack integrity, patience, compassion, and they just want to like just get it over with and just give me my stuff and just leave. And
Just show up to show up and
Yeah.
not like not actually meet people in their eyes
The
or like have those
entitlement.
conversations. Absolutely.
it's just like me, but we're forgetting the human, like the
human
humanity.
experience. Yeah.
And so that's why if you have an awakening, this is why I love what I do as a spiritual leader and being part of a peaceful leader, it's because you get to you're the leading edge that makes real change in the world. Like now, like when
Yeah.
you go to work and you actually are compassionate and you're actually changing the world right where you're at. Some people are waiting policy to change. They're waiting for they're waiting for a new president. They're waiting for a new boss, a new job, but they're not willing to do with what they have now.
But whenever you do with what you have now and you're working for God and helping humanity, like serving your purpose, you don't leave at the end of the day feeling drained, because I would used to leave work, taking work home with me and just feeling drained. Y'all saw me in the beginning. I was grumpy, I was angry at people. But whenever I started like following my heart, your heart's full at the end of the day, and you have more energy and you're just ready to do more. It's like, okay, what can I do with my life now? What can I do? And with Anthony, and helping family, and you go where you're needed at that time.
I agree that you have a ton more energy because there's a reason to wake up.
Absolutely.
There's a reason. There's an
You're
excitement.
excited.
Yeah.
You're grateful.
Because you're doing something in alignment with your creator, serve God, but that means it's serving everybody. You get money, you get dope instruments, you get dope new instruments. People want to invest in you. And so, like I said, I started with one little dangy, like singing bowl, like thing. Now,
I started with one crystal ball.
yeah,
That was
now as you serve, you get infinite. Because why? These singing bowls aren't for you.
Yeah.
It's for you to use. Your life is not even yours. It's for God to use you. But it's hard for people to understand it,
Conceptualize
because you have to
that,
be
yeah.
humble to accept that. Because when people ask, how do I find my purpose? It's clear as a sunshine in the day and the moon comes up at night. Your purpose is about helping people. You're here to help people.
Yeah.
Because when you're here and you're not just about me, your life becomes so much better because you're a blessing to the world. Versus you're here to take people's blessing.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's really difficult to find people who are peer givers, because you have to have a real relationship with God. Some people just identify as light worker. So, and they need certifications.
Yeah.
They need to be a yoga instructor. They need this
Reiki
and that.
master and
Reiki masters.
Dragon,
and,
angel,
and-
Reiki.
And if there's no money involved, it doesn't inspire them as
Yeah.
much. So what that does is that it limits the connection with the energy. But when you're able to find a way to give purely and be open to money, so instead of leading with money, you lead with God, with love,
You lead with your heart.
with the cosmos. And so when you're leading with it's like a comet. It's just it's piercing. But before that comet can start piercing, it's like a little
bitty
tiny
spark.
light.
Yeah.
And you're just like, that's it.
You're just trying to light it.
So every day that you're with the energy, it becomes brighter and brighter and brighter. And when you disconnect with it, it gets dim.
Yeah.
So that's why when you continue to practice meditation, serving, and positive energy, you begin to have a ball of light. And then your light expands and other people begin to feel your light. And then you begin to have a group, your Sangha,
Yeah.
which is like a group of light beings. And at the end of the day, the light, we all already have the light. You just forgot. You already have amazingness, bliss, joy, beauty.
Peace,
you
happiness.
somebody told you no, you butt ugly. Somebody just told you no, you're too short. And you believed it. You watched it on social media. It's because you're not blonde. It's because you're not Asian. You don't have enough money. Whatever it is, all these limiting thoughts were taught to you somewhere. But the truth is that you are holy, sacred, sexy, big blessing. And if you can just learn to let go of all these limitations, you actually start feeling good about who you are right where you're at without needing to prove yourself. But you have to see what you need to forgive yourself about. What do you still hold on to? When people abuse you in the past and every day you hold on to the abuse, they abuse you every day. And it's not even it's you doing it to yourself because you don't let go.
Yeah.
And that I mean, it's a process. That's why being around spiritual community is going to help. Finding your tribe, people, is so magical. Finding your sangha is so magical because you accelerate your journey, but you have to have integrity. If you're not a good person, if you're there to use people to benefit, you're going to be around the worst spiritual people who are doing mushrooms, who are having, sex with multiple partners, and they're not even truly happy. And that's just where you're at. But that's okay, because that's ignorance. You don't know better. But as you become more honest to yourself, true to yourself, you begin to attract the best people ever who's going to be there for you when you don't even ask, who's going to show up and who's going to show you love, and who's going to tell you the truth, who's going to ignore you to when you need it, who's going to support you when you didn't even know you need support, right? And so that's your tribe. And for you to find your tribe, you have to
Work on yourself.
Be really cradle yourself, mother your heart, mother your aching heart, really baby yourself, and really want yourself to be better. And just take it one day at a time. Some people wish they could be in Houston. Some people wish they could be in Sedona, but you are blessed where you're at. Your community will come to you when you become the one. So stop looking for the one outside of you. Become your soulmate, and actually feel exuding and feel your energy flowing without needing some girl, without needing some guy to validate you, without needing that thing over there. Learn to just be happy with who you are and be humble and be grounded. And I guarantee you, you're going to start attracting the best people. It might take years, because why? Some of us have more baggage. I mean, most people have a ton of baggage. So if you start today, it's slowly dumping. Oh, those kids in middle school, they abuse me. They make fun of me. They throw water on me. They put a kick me sign on me. Oh, yeah. Oh, that Asian kid drop kicked me when I was in the elementary school. Okay, forgive him. Oh, my mother's always comparing me to other children. Okay, I forgive her because she doesn't know better. That's her best. Oh, my daddy spanked me a lot with a belt growing up because he didn't know how to deal with my energy. Okay, forgive him. Right? Oh, those kids made fun of me because I was wearing shorts that were too short above my knees, so they make fun of me. They make fun of my accent because I'm not from America. Right? Oh, those people were racist towards me. I'll forgive them.
But it's having compassion for where those people are currently at and where they were at
exactly
at that time in their life, because they learned that action from somebody. Like my dad, he was, they would yell. My dad and mom would yell at each other, but they learned that from their parents, and it was probably 10 times worse than was passed down to them. And the kids in school, maybe they didn't have the healthiest lifestyle growing up in their house. So having that compassion and seeing where they are, so that you're able to forgive them and forgive yourself for holding that on. And then whenever we're actually able to forgive them and forgive ourselves, and we're able to just let go of that feeling, that anger, that hatred that we've been holding on to, we're able to release that so that we're able to bring something new in, and it's a beautiful process.
The mantra that I use is, if they had love, they wouldn't have abused me.
Absolutely.
Because if they had love, support, and because if I remember I used to hate my mother for years, and I sat in meditation, and God's like, why is she so toxic? And God showed me, oh, she got abused.
Yep.
You gotta be angry at those people too. Her mother and father abandoned her. Oh, gotta be angry.
And then where they learned that from?
Yeah.
Your
So now
great-grandparents.
so I recognize, if I hate one person, I hate the whole world, because it's all connected.
All is one.
But whenever I forgive and I start to have compassion, it healed. I was able to heal. I would sit and cry. In the beginning, I would sit and cry, forgive. But the deeper work that required more discernment and more like paying attention, it required me just being humble enough to love when it's really difficult. It was
Love the people that are difficult to
yeah,
love.
it's like love the people love the people that the mind says they don't deserve it,
Yeah.
and you still love. That is agape love. That's like unconditional love. Because if you only love when it's convenient, that's not God's love.
No.
God loves you when it's inconvenient, right? The universe is still support you even though you're an a-hole. Even though you slip around, even though you've used people, the universe is still a forgiving one. Because imagine how much wrong human beings do, but most people's lives are mostly good. No.
He agrees.
Like, what about me in the conversation? Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. How do we feel? I hope you enjoy today's conversation. What are we feeling out there before we wrap it up real quick? We went deep today because, I mean, it was time. It's time, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people are bringing up, you know,
There's
sadness.
a lot of depression right now, the holidays and end of the year, and it's definitely necessary to like have these conversations, because if you wouldn't have had these conversations, I don't think that I would have gotten as deep as I did, you know, with my forgiveness of my grandmother, who I hadn't spoken with since I was 8, my father, who I hadn't spoken to in 3 years, you know, but whenever I looked at it from a different angle, you know, you're able to just open your heart a little bit more.
Yes, it's a team effort. And when we all are able to open with no shame, the whole world begins to open with no shame and we heal. But the sad part, there's people who are the devil's children who, when you show them your cards, they use that against you. When they see your weakness, they're going to use that to get closer to you, to sleep with you. Terrible. So, you know, be super selective when it comes to friends, because some of them are just using you and you know it, but you don't really want to accept it.
Because you want to be loving of everybody. But there's certain times where you can still be loving from a distance and keep your boundaries up.
Yes, as much as we want to be positive, we have to also be we have to be real.
Yeah.
That some people are just naturally manipulative and they don't know better also.
Yeah.
And so when I see that nature in somebody, I do not make eye contact too long. My body language is more
Aside,
close
yeah.
so that I protect myself, but I still love them because that's their best.
Yeah.
That's what they come, you know, they were raised that way. Let's see. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Sister Heather. John says, thank you for providing this space. It has really helped tonight. And tomorrow I will be doing a little sound and tarot. And my goal is to do 2 hours on Insight Timer, or 1 hour music, 2 hours tarot, and then I'll just be doing some tarot, which is spiritual guidance. So all the stuff that we're talking about, I use the cards to help you specifically, but the reading, everybody grows from it. It's just, again, I don't do all this too much. Why? I need to save energy to go to work.
Yeah.
Until we find a time where we can do this full time, we have to have our regular jobs. But
To support this.
to support this for now. But
Yep.
we're so grateful because God has been so good.
Absolutely.
The universe has been blessing us with donations, but all the donations we get, it goes back into the sound healing, into the mics, into all these things that make our life have purpose versus just go out and eat.
Yeah.
That's personal money, right? But God's money is going to what serves God. Personal money is whatever. So that's why there's a ton of flutes, there's more instruments, and we can always get more, but we have to also master what we got. And so we're grateful that we can be on Insight Timer, because having this talk, it's not easy for the mainstream, like on Twitch, on Facebook. I know many of y'all are grateful. It's just we have to be in the right container too. And it looks like Insight Timer is a great container.
Absolutely.
And I believe YouTube and TikTok, like TikTok needs us because they're open to this, and when this is a raw talk,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm kind of trying to figure out. It's just not time, but I've been growing on YouTube a lot because of the new system. So, anyways, thank you everybody. I hope you have a wonderful night. I'll be on tomorrow, and then you'll maybe be on Friday.
Maybe
Friday
I might
or
be
Saturday.
able to get on Friday. If I can't get it scheduled, then it'll for sure be Saturday and a few times next week. So
Yeah.
if y'all follow me, just check out my page and you can see when I'm streaming once it's approved by Friday.
And you can always just like update the community through whenever I'm streaming. You're like, hey,
Oh, yeah. Just jump on.
because
for
we're
sure.
on Insight Timer, and
Yeah.
and if you don't know what Insight Timer is, people, it's a meditation app that is also has different teachers from all walks of life and yoga, some free, some paid, but what we're doing right now is free. And there's people in the comment section on Insight Timer that is quite engaging, more vulnerable, and on Twitch it's fun. It's more fun, it's more open, it's like a live streaming platform for gaming. So anyways, I hope you have a wonderful night. Peace.
Good night.
Let's see here. Wait, oh, here. Yeah.